He's being bit in the meantime by both dogs.
On the back of the neck and on the back of the head.
Joe and the pit bull incident.
I got bit as well, Your Honor.
And he says he got bitten by your dog.
She kicked me to the point where she broke my nose, she chipped my tooth.
Charla and Doris are neighbors with a common problem. Both claim the other has a vicious dog. Charla claims that in their last altercation, she was attacked not only by Doris's dog, but also Doris. That's today on Judge Joe Brown.
He's a real judge. In his courtroom, everyone has the right to a fair trial. But if they're proven wrong, he has the right to make them pay. Judge Joe Brown.
Case number 275, Clark versus Penman. Would the party step forward, please?
Charla Clark is a 26-year-old licensing coordinator from San Diego, California. She is suing 49-year-old English teacher Doris Penman and her son George for dog bites and an assault. Doris and George are countersuing for medical and vet bills and lost wages. Now, here's Judge Joe Brown.
Judge, Clark versus Penman, item 275.
I got the police. I said, would you please go after her and get her identification? I have to have proof that this is the same person and the same dog.
We'll be back with more of Judge Joe Brown after this.
Where do you come up with the idea that you got kicked in the face in the first place?
I saw her tennis shoe hit me right in the face.
You did?
Yes.
You make 2 statements to the police?
Yes, I did.
One of them says as follows. Clark said that she fell to the sidewalk and hit her face.
We're back with Judge Joe Brown. The plaintiff and the defendants claim they've been injured by the other's dog. The plaintiff says she was even assaulted by the defendant during one dog fight, but the defendants say the plaintiff's dog is a danger to people and animals. Let's listen in.
Is there, in fact, a police report from all right, pain and suffering, twice that. That is another $1,200 and let's say $90. That's $1,938. That's the judgment.
Court is in recess.
You've been through a lot with this dog. Why have you fought so hard to keep this animal?
He's basically a good dog. He really is. I think I've been irresponsible in doing a lot of things, but I have tried my best.
I think the point is, if you have a vicious dog, you can be sued. It can cost you a lot of money.
Our dog has 2 bites and became a dangerous dog. Has 2 bites, and because it's a lab, there's no dangerous dog tag on them.
Our dog hasn't bitten her. That's a complete fabrication. She'll say or do anything to get out of responsibility for this dog.
Forward, please.
Ernie Duran is a 31-year-old web designer from El Segundo, California. He is suing 50-year-old restaurant owner Armajit Chahal for the cost to fix his tooth and pain and suffering.
Sir, it seems that you're suing the defendant because you alleged that while in his restaurant, you bit down on some rice and you had your tooth broken by a foreign object. And what's this over here?
And the other one is for the actual tooth extraction. It had to be extracted.
$120?
It's $195, and I have the tooth here, Your Honor. I know, kind of.
Let's see. Pass it up.
Chew on that.
Judge Joe Brown continues after this.
We took an x-ray, tooth number 18 had a distal fracture.
That's not close.
Closed captioning sponsored in part by...
Everyone's running to America.
From her yelling, and then I think he shot me, and so he slit her throat. Started walking towards me.
Montel Williams next on UPN 13.
We're back with Judge Joe Brown. The plaintiff in this case is suing the owner of a restaurant. He claims he damaged his tooth biting into a rivet he found in his meal. The defendant argues the plaintiff simply wanted a free meal. Let's take a look.
It's cracked in half, basically.
Well, I've had it for over a year.
Dining in your restaurant. Now, you didn't get this?
Nobody contacted us. No lawyer, none of these gentlemen about this, any injury.
And now we're hearing about it a year later.
Judge Joe Brown makes his ruling after this.
I never have to dial up to kiss my wife. Send UPN 13 a postcard to win tickets to Disney on Ice presents Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, playing the Arrowhead Pond of Anaheim, the Forum, and LA Sports Arena. Do you need justice? Call 1-877-JOE'S Law. On the internet, judgejoebrown.com.
Manager says that rice was not prepped with nor near the tongs. So the court's going to award $3,728 for punitive damages, $1,272 for actual damages and pain and suffering, for a total of $5,000. Judgment according.
This court is in recess. Gentlemen, hang on. Right out the door and to your right.
The plaintiff in this case described the excruciating pain he suffered after biting into a rivet at the defendant's restaurant. The defendant said there was no rivet. He suspected a scam. The judge disagrees. Judgment for the plaintiff. We'll find out what litigants have to say after this.
He needs to get his own woman to leave my women alone. He thought that I was seeing Stephanie. I know what kind of filth goes on around that place. Totally untrue. I'm 44 years old.
That's her business.
Judge Joe Brown.
Conair brings FlexTip Max Active. Cleans tight spots, has a firm grip, and is gentle on gums. It's 3 toothbrushes in 1. Aquafresh FlexTip Max Active.
They're saying you never said that you were bleeding, that you were in pain, that you had been down on it.
They just did not pay attention to me. They were more to pay attention to my friend.
How did you describe this? What had happened?
I said my friend's in excruciating pain, and we need to take care of this right now. And why are you being so dishonest as to hiding something that I gave you?
First of all, they were looking for a free meal. They got it. Now they were looking for money, and they got that too. I'm sure these guys don't have a job. They're just living off of this kind of stuff.